Hi, welcome to Planet Terra. This is Planet Terra Art, and I'm Terra. So, as we see here now, this is some of my art featured. I'll talk about that more later on. But I want to talk about wealth and wealthy, and we're going to start by actually looking at the word wealth, so an abundance of valuable possessions, money. So deals with finances and property and material things, but it's also spiritual. And I guess I could say um, mental and emotional as well. I think, wealth, we use it only in the context of for material things, but it's deeper than that. There is a well-being component of it, and that's well-being of emotion, spirit, and so forth. So it's so it's all in there. It's not just to do with finances, so I like to look at the etymology of words as well, the WEAL as well. So it has, I think it has something to do with wellness or well-being or something like that. So you can see in the very, very, very bottom of this page right here where it gives the archaic meaning of well-being and prosperity. And so, so not only well-being and finances, we're talking about well-beings and emotion and so forth, and and then your spirit and mind, body, spirit, and emotions, well-being. Okay. So now when you add the Y, you get the THY, thy at the end, and that just a word that shows possession. Yours, like YOUR, and I like this, just the YOU part, something that belongs to you. So that's the wealth, the well-being, the money, the finances, prosperity in you. Also, too, just for kicks. Okay, let's get into the phonetics of how well WEAL sounds like WELL. We think about a water well and having access to a water well and seemingly large pool of water. So there's prosperity, there's success there, as well as the association with well-being. And think about how a lot of water words and money words, like current, currency, um, bank, riverbank, money bank, and there are other ways too, which they match up. I love the look of these vintage photos. I think these women really look wealthy. It's interesting how they look wealthy and they have the natural hair. If it's vintage, that may be fair enough, but I don't know. There's something about it. Breakfast at Tiff's. All right, so you have as it relates to wealth, you have the Tiffs relating to Tiffany's, as in the company and so forth. And, that's all good. She's wearing a diamond necklace. But this is really about the bag, getting the bag. That just connection just hit me. But yeah, but that Chanel bag is, about channeling a luxe inner life, luxury on the inside, which is a part of wealth. And that logo is actually the triple goddess moon. Right, Peace Supreme. Peace Supreme dovetails right into that inner wealth because her whole representation is inner peace. So that's the well being part of wealth, associated with well being part of wealth. And there's a whole story with her and about why her robe says sit high, seek within. That will likely be the next video. So yeah, that has its own story. The next image is really focusing on debts being paid, which honestly is its own wealth, not owing someone that is his own wealth. And I'm taking the word wealthy and making a symbol or sigil with it. And this other sort of sigil or symbol is something that came from Joe Dispenza. I got off the meditate.eg or something like that, .com or something like that website. And it's basically combining a clear intention with which is your thoughts, with elevated emotion, which are your feelings, and putting it all in this symbol. These are two popular manifestation tools that I might make a video about. Also, there's some other tools, like there's one in the bottom right hand corner of this sort of visual recap that I put together, and that is called a Shri Yantra. And yeah, so I'll do a video about that as well. I'm planning to anyway. Please chime in. I'd love to hear what you think about.
For more inspired vibes, like, comment, subscribe.